Thank you, Peter, and a big reception for the Manly Sea Eagles. Welcome back to Brookvale after winning the 1996 crown. A good crowd is in. The captain, Jeff Tuvey, the fireworks lighting the sky. Now, North Sydney. They haven't won here at Brookvale since 1990. In contrast, Manly have not been beaten here since round 18 of 1995. David Fairley has been in superb form. Gary Larson concussed in that match against Parramatta. Chris Caruana in 14 gets a reprieve. He's been in the middle of quite a controversy. And with Ben Eichen out, Chris comes back into his centre position. Cliff Lyons is on the bench for Manly. He'll certainly be used at some stage and probably interchanging with captain Jeff Tuvey and halfback Craig Field. David Manson, the #1 referee, has got the job. I guess his
good practice, it was bad practice. So we'll see whether he's sorted that out. 5 from 8. A very simple one normally for this pool customer.
Zeroes in on it. And he's wide. Well, he's got a problem, Jason. Florimo comes out of it holding his head. Then Tuvey, long passing. Innes, equally long. Hancock in. Moore comes away. 12 metres out from the line now. Furthest corner of Brookvale from where we watch it, Kosef. Now, Tuvey's the man. He's with it this time. Angling across, turning it in. Gillespie back, Sedaris across. Then around in an arc-like run for Craig Field. Big Mark Carroll gets away from Stewart. Then for Gardner, and Daniel Gardner celebrates 100 great games for the Eagles. He gets the try. Manly leading 4-0.
And if you miss a tackle against the Seagulls, generally you pay the penalty on the scoreboard. And Josh Stewart, shrugged off by Mark Carroll, created space out wide. Good interchange here from the Manly team. When they're playing confidently, their ad-lib is tremendous. Craig Field going back to the right. This is the missed tackle, allowed Carroll to get in. That forced the players to come in towards Carroll, Chris Caruana and co. The dummy from Daniel Gardner, they had an overlap, and he had the pace to score.
And Mark Carroll did very well, you know. He actually put himself back on side to receive the football. No luck for the Bears with Petherbridge actually fell over and took himself out of play on an easy one for Gardner in the end.
Share of the publicity as Craig Field from a very acute angle. He's 8 metres in, 20 metres out from the hillside. He got it away beautifully. Oh, Jason Taylor would love to be striking them like that. Manly. And I don't think Craig has ever played in a side against Matt Sears that he's been on the end of a victory. Good struggling run by Nigel Roy has left one of the Manly players with a bit of a problem. It's Jeff Tuvey. As North's attack now, Manly have certainly only got 12 men. Fairley back and across. Tuvey tries to get back on the line. He does now. And then the pass from Nigel Roy goes to ground. And Menzies puts it over the dead ball line. No advantage there. He'll play the knock on.
And Mark Carroll, who's got 7, really taking on the bulk of the workload, getting out of their own danger area. Hopewadi getting involved. I think that is his first touch, and that's where they'd like to see him more often, taking a bit of pressure off his forwards. We've got a player hurt here. One of the North's players, is it Fairley?
David Fairley, yeah. I was just going to say John Hopewadi. He hadn't touched the football, and then he went in looking for it, and he exploded onto it, and he knocks them over like 10 pins. Taylor, Butner, Fairley, and Hopewadi all go down, and David is still down.
Just have a look at how awkwardly he falls. The groin, as he comes down, it's very awkward. His legs are spread eagled, and all the momentum going the wrong way for him.
So, with the scoreline, Manly 6, what we think will be quite a serious groin injury. And he's been taken from the ground, as you can see on the anatomy. Knowing that somebody trod on him, and it couldn't have been anybody worse. Darren Fritz. That is Trindle. He's taken play just inside the 20-metre line now. Reba, and then for Taylor. Taylor around for Larson to go on. Hold the ball out in front, and then fielding in the close there, and he takes it right on the Nigel Roy down the right of the ground, and then the dummy half was again Florimo. Billy Moore there, 12 metres out from the line, right in the centre of the park. Tackled by Carroll. Taylor. Ooh. A swatting tackle by Sidaris, who came off second best. Reba's pass, finding Lation. The replacement is over. No question about it. Billy Lation has scored. Taylor should convert, and it'll be 6-all.
And I think you have to say that Manly have conceded a pretty soft try here. North's got the football from a Manly mistake, the forward pass run from dummy half, and it's just the big left foot step from Lation. Mark Carroll with the arm. Craig Hancock too close to the line to stop Lation. And that's pretty good work from the replacement. He's done very, very well to beat the first defender and carry the second.
And just watch Craig Field back on the inside. He just gives it to Spud Carroll once the try is scored. He looks up at him and hammers him with a few comments. It is unlike Manly defence. That's very ordinary, very soft.
Well, according to the stats, that young man, William Lation, should be excited. His first try, I would think it's the first try of 1997 rather than in a career. Taylor puts the concentration mask back on. Can he get this one? Yes, he can. Splits the uprights. The Bears are level. 23rd minute.
There's Cliff Lyons warming up. Marvellous sign for Manly to have a player of his calibre coming back in.
Craig Field. Craig Innes. And held by Nigel Roy. 8-6 Manly with 7 minutes of the first half remaining. Daniel Gartner got the first try of the game for Manly, and then Bill Lation scored for North Sydney. Sidaris crossing the 40-metre line. David Hall is on for Greg Florimo. Field holding it up. Then fooling the defence. Menzies! Away it goes for Field! Field comes across. Innes links up. Innes! Craig Innes! He scores a try! Craig Field and Menzies! They were classical!
Especially Steve Menzies. Craig Field opting to run the football in the last. He's tried that the last couple of times they've had possession. It's broken down, but on this occasion, Steve Menzies, with some brilliant footwork, was able to go up the middle of the ruck. You see there, one player rushing up on Field. There's the missed tackle on Menzies. Tremendous speed. Darren Fritz goes for the ankle tap. And then Craig Field, he's about to be swamped. Craig Innes flying onto the football. Good strong tackle here from Sears. But the momentum taking Innes in. Very good try on the last.
Yes, having a shot on the fifth tackle. Some beautiful stuff. Menzies did some great stuff, but I thought Field.
Billy Weepu, who looks like a young version of Big Artie. Taylor, where is he? Here he is for the kick. And he goes across. There's only one Manly player, but John Hopewadi is the man. He was equal to it. Craig Innes. By Nigel Roy and Michael Butner. And between Innes and Hopewadi, they've really been carrying the flag on the last 3 plays. Mark Carroll picked up and driven into the ground. Just for the benefit of those that might have joined us late, Carroll started the game field to put a Play together for Craig Innes. Sears on the kick return. And now Nigel Roy puts his foot down. Fielders after him. So was Hancock. And so was Hopewadi. Back 12 metres away from the line. Taylor, Lation, and then Stewart. Desperation from Manly. Lation again, and then more, and now it's Florimo who loses it.
Well, that was a great tackle.
Butner, incidentally, had been called out for disputing the touch judge interpretation of what happened back there. Tuvey, Carroll, and now Gardner. Tries a pass out the back, picked up on the bounce by Craig Feet. Gillespie comes off.
Bit of a limp.
Back onto Manly.
Last week we saw Manly really allow St George back into the game when they had it won from them as well.
Caruana. Good run by Chris Caruana. Fulton looking around. Tuvey wants it. And then he goes across and finds the number 7 who holds it up and then gets a pass away. Craig Hancock supports. Away from Sedaris onto Carroll. Carroll onto Gardner. Gardner to the 10-metre line. Then Jinx back for Carroll. Carroll runs across the park and they hit him. Left, right and centre. Tuvey off to the right, holding it as if to kick. Stewart makes the tackle with Trindle. Hill, then for Field, to the 10-metre line. Back now from Kosef for Sedaris. A flick pass for Craig Innes. He's lost it. The Bears come up with it. Ooh, Billy Moore. Sedaris went low and Carroll hit him like a ramrod. Though it hurts me to say it, they seemingly are only interested in the top grade. Now Sears! That's off the legs, it'll be play on! Caruana and Danny Moore! Moore got it, lost it! Fields got it! Can he get it back? Yes he can! Oh, excitement supreme!
Oh, what a great passage of play there. Sensational stuff, firstly from North Sydney and then Manly. They jumped out of the trees to get that football.
There's going to be a penalty here if they're not careful. Terry Hill blowing up at the Reba Fritz tackle as Manly go wide. The jersey grab on Matt Sears, I think, was a try saver.
Yeah, Craig.
Radio Sports live from the Gardens at Rosehill tomorrow. Here's Lyons going across and then eventually Craig Innes and now John Hopewadi. Infield pass. It went down for Menzies. I don't think it went forward. It might have bounced forward, but that's not a forward pass. And it's into touch.
Oh, what about the genius of Cliff Lyons? Magnificent play by Cliffy. He just drifted across the field, dummy after dummy, until he found the right man to hit. Good ball there from Craig Innes as well. Hopewadi did well to stay in, flick one back inside, and this last pass goes astray.
Well, I don't think the pass went astray. I just think that Craig Innes, fair dinkum, he spilt one. I made the comment.
They'll be obliged to kick here. The last. And Butner decides to run it, and the pass goes forward.
Well, as soon as you said they'd be obliged to kick,
That's right.
The running game was what they had to come up with, and they...
Butner and Sears. Oh, Sears! No, he said it came off the feet. Play on. The brave referee at Brookvale to do that. Larson. 17 out. Caruana. Taylor, flat pass, Billy Moore, back for Butner for Fritz, winds it up. Just looks to be an intentional lift of the knee every time he approaches the defence. Then Taylor, Lation, good tackle by Tuvey, has to play it backwards. Butner puts a kick in, and John Hopewati watches it go over the dead ball line.
Oh, you talk about frustration, but poor on the mistake was made.
Terry Hill. Paul was just telling me that I gave Mark Taylor a run there. He hasn't got many runs this year, but he just got one here. We will take a break. Manly 12, the Bears are 8 at the 68th minute. It's continued in very good early season form. Oh, gee. I hate watching that. And I fear for that right ankle as Jim Sedaris has brought off. And Manly leading. Kosef tries to start something down the blind side, and he does! Opens them wide up! Kosef back for Carroll, then for Hancock! Oh, great bust by Kosef! This is the last. Fulton, Tuvey, Field, Menzies! Tuvey will score! Did he get it down? No!
He's knocked on before the line.
Well, that was the one that would have wrapped it up for the Eagles. Craigfield took out 2 or 3 players. Menzies, can he get it down? A strong tackle there from Matt Sears.
Butner, Moore, gets it away. In support there was Reba.
That's exactly what the Bears needed. There's plenty of time in this game still. They needed to get to the other end of the field and have a couple of tackles up their sleeve.
Scott Fulton's been pointed at. Oh, he's got him for tripping. Scott desperately has hung a leg out the back.
Deliberately.
12 metres out from the Manly line. It's been ruled accidental from Scott Fulton, nevertheless the penalty. Trindle. Now Jason Taylor. 5 metres away from the line. Can the Bears pull it out? Florimo gets it for Caruana. And they're 2 metres from the line. Michael Butner. Then for Moore. Now Taylor. In they go with the kick again. And Hopewati, did he touch it?
Beautiful play, Hopewati.
Lation. Stands in Fulton's tackle, gives it back for Cliff Lyons. Thank you, linesman. Thank you, ball boys. Terry Hill taking it to ground.